Hello everyone. Am I audible and visible to all? Just let me know. Am I audible and visible? Hello, hello, hello. Hello everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. Nice everything. So let me give my sum up of an intro. I am Vikram, currently the cybersecurity analyst in the Proceeded and a network security part 2. So today I am going to teach you the web, the most important field in the cyber security because everything works on web. So what do you know about the web? Like www, Firefox, Chrome, Google, Mozilla, and Brave, many more. So let me know, what do you know about web? What is web? Like what's the full form of www dot? Yeah, someone said Aniket Kumar said HTTP and HTTPS. Nice. Networks of network. Yeah. How? Yep. World Wide Web. Someone answered it correctly. Nice. So, what make? Why it is called web? The like we will bifurcate the word World Wide Web. So, world connecting the whole world, wide, all the connections, and the web, the interconnectivity between each and every computer, like it's connected to the world. That's a simple definition of World Wide Web. Like the from the most basic part. Anyone knows what was the first web browser? Interconnection. That's what the World Wide Web gives. World Wide gives you the interconnections between the computers. No, today's lecture is from very basic. Yeah, Mozilla was Mosaic. Nature Explorer, it's a right answer. The Mosaic was the first web browser in the world of browsers, like the most known web browser. I think it was Mosaic. So, anyone knows the difference between the search engine and the web browser? Like, what is the search engine and what is the web browser? Anyone? Anyone here knows the difference between the web browser and the search engine? Like the most basic thing I am going to teach, how the World Wide Web is. Yeah, just give me two, three examples of web browser. Like any two or three examples of the web browser. Yeah, Google is a web browser. Search engine sits inside the web browser. Partially correct. Chrome is web browser. Google, Safari, Chrome, Mozilla. Some answers: Firefox, Chrome, web browser. We can search on our web pages. Mm-hmm. So I will bifurcate these things. Web browsers are what are web browsers? Web browsers and search engines. Search engine, I will give example like uh, DuckDuckGo. is the search engine. Google is the search engine. Bing is the search engine. Like I will go here in the settings. I will show you. Here was settings here. Yeah, I will search it. Search engine. Yeah. Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo, Wikipedia. These are the search engine. What are the web browsers? Chrome is a web browser. Yeah. Edge is a web browser. Brave is a web browser. Binge is a Binge, I said. Firefox is a web browser. Okay. Everything nice and correct. So, yep. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Yahoo, any prerequisite? No prerequisite, right? I am moving from the very base of the world. So, okay. Now someone, Tor is a, I use Tor. Uh, Astronaut give the right definition. Search engine are the main landing of all the network where we can access the all data in the one network. Yeah, everything is correct. So you got an idea. It's like I will share an incident related to web browser. Why they are too much difficult to make. Like web browsers and the search engines are difficult to make. They are not that easy. Uh, So there was an All India hackathon in India. I'm sorry, I only have example for India. Like everyone can know. Everyone know hackathons. There was an incident, real life incidents. Like a hackathon was conducted, and the winners who there was an All India hackathon. The prize was like 75 lakhs, I think. The 75 lakhs were given to those who will make the web browser. So government of India did it, like they will give 75 lakhs to the person who will make web browser. And the person who won the hackathon, na, they literally used Brave. They just added the name and copy pasted everything, and they just simply put the Brave terminology. Like this is Brave. You will see here is the Brave web browser. You can see. So it was a real life incident. I was also shocked. Like that's how much difficult it is to make the web browser. Oh damn, yeah, same feeling. So that's how difficult is making the web browser. That's why they very less web browser so far. Like you will compare the number of websites and you compare the number of, okay, nice. So everyone say clear, right? Like type the clear. If you know the difference between the web browser and the web browser and the web search engine, and everyone understands it. Clear. I need some more clears. If anyone have doubt, can just type it. Clear. Yep. Everyone is clear. So, like everyone know what is web browser, everyone know what is search engine, everyone know the incidents behind the search engines, how they are important. Let's move on to the next topic. My favorite topic. There are like everything works on protocol. For those people who didn't attend my lecture, I will simply explain the what is a protocol. A protocol is the rule by which different servers and search different services and search engine interconnect. Like I speak in English, you speak in Hindi, we can't communicate if I don't know. But if we use the same terminology, Hindi, English, we will easily able to interconnect. You have to communicate. That's what the protocol do. We can easily interconnect between two different services. So Nice. Everything is clear. Security protocol, leave it. So the two most famous protocol I am going to explain. One is HTTP, another is HTTPS. Yeah, Kustu said the right thing. A protocol is the set of the rules that we are followed by web browser to interact with each other. Exactly the clear-cut definition you need. Yeah, protocols are the set of rules. That's the only thing you require. So let's move on to the HTTP or HTTPS. Like I open some website, Pixel. I don't know. I don't know any website exists or not. I Excel. I don't know. Uh, we go to Zoom. So here you will see HTTPS. Like it's connected over a hypertext transfer protocol, and the S stands for security part. Like the connection between the server and the computer is connected. You can't decipher it with Nmap or with Bioshock. If you have got the connection, it's encoded by some keys and you can't connect it. Okay, clear, everyone? So that's what hypertext transfer protocols is known. Yeah, Sri Somnath has written the exact definition about it. Like HTTP stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. I will show it for once. Everyone sees it, and the S stands for secure. That's the exact meaning of what the HTTP and HTTPS means. Nice. Everyone got the real essence of the HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, let's hide it. Thank you, Somnath. So, okay. We covered the HTTP and HTTPS part. Let's move on with our real path. Why web security and how web security? So I found some good module. I completed it. I forgot which was the name. Web basics. Just wait for a minute. Let me open it. Uh, just wait for a minute, or I will explain it myself. In the meantime, you can search about the how website, which are the what is the meaning of protocol and the different. Like anyone who knows, type down the port number, default port number for HTTP and HTTPS. What is the port number for HTTP or HTTPS? Anyone knows? अरे यार ये तो शुरू से हो गया ना. Uh, लूप आ गया ये तो. That's a loop. TryHackMe, I just configured it. I don't know why it's not working. It's working. You just wait for a minute. Sorry for delay. Web application basics. So anyone who searches about the HTTP and HTTPS port numbers, what are the port numbers about it? Yeah, Gambhir. Exactly, sir. HTTP the port number is 443. Exactly. 80 443. Sometimes 434. Something like 880. Sometimes it's also 880 for some default. So So we will understand this room. I will try to solve this room with you. Everyone just be patient. I will know. I will let you know, everyone, the web application part in detail. Okay. So a little bit basics you need about. Like, consider an analogy of web application as a planet. An astronaut travels to the planet to explore its surface, and similarly to how someone uses a web browser. To explore a browser or a web application, although we need, although we only see the surface of the planet, a lot of undergoing is under the surface. You can imagine, I will make my screen bigger. You can imagine the whole planet as the web server with many things going on the surface of the web browser, yet all we see is the surface of the web browser or apps. Like simply, so just skip that boring part. I don't need it. So let's front end. The what is the front end part? Anyone knows the meaning of the front end? Anyone here who knows the meaning about the front end? Yeah. Anyone here who know what is front end means? Yeah, user interface. Exactly. So we understand the front end part is a web application would have user interface with it and uses the number of technology like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So HTML we know a hypertext markup language. Everyone know here HTML. Like you have heard about it now. What is HTML? What is CSS? What is JavaScript? Like the very core of the like these are the languages used to create or design HTML. Like I can show you here. Like this is HTML. The language here is HTML. Just wait for a second. I want to show you some another things. Like okay, leave it. I will show you some another day. Like it's little bit advanced topic. I will show. Sir, HTML is HTML. Very funny. Hypertext markup language. Very exactly. XML is a. I will explain everything. So HTML is like the body. Like this thing will be here and this thing will be here. This picture will be inserted here, and this text will be here, and the borderline will be here. These things are HTML. Then what is CSS? This is the styling part. Like this colors, the animations, like these animations. These all are the CSS part. HTML is the structure. CS is the color of the body. Exactly. And JavaScript, so JavaScript is the backend part. Okay, JavaScript is the backend part. So backend. Does anyone knows what is backend of the website? I got a good and okay. I got a good. You can say comment. Uh, वो lost हो गया है. Mhm. This one. HTML is skeleton, CS is the body muscles, and JavaScript is the clothes. You only need this. So I also need a good comment for the backend thing. Anyone comment down the backend thing? What is backend? Yeah, databases, services, extract, all are in backend. Exactly. Database, like the information behind the website. What is the information behind that website? That's the database. And what is firewall thing is like I will explain everything. This thing later. Like I also got a good comment about the yeah, the next comment. Backend is the server side part, logic, database, and operations. Backend is the server side part of the website or apps that handles the data, logic, and database operations. Exactly. This is also right. Yep. Firewall is a set of rules. Simply, like this network is allowed, this thing is not allowed. These are like the ozone layer of to protect us from the UV layer, UV rays. Which component of the computer responsible for hosting and delivering content of web applications? Anyone who answer this? Anyone who knows the answer is? Okay, I am typing them. Like I will solve this question. Which component acts as a protective layer, filtering incoming traffic to block the malicious attack and ensures the ozone layer? The ozone layer itself, the web application firewall. Yep. Which issue one? Told me. Let's wait for a second. WAF, exactly. Which tool you use to access and interact with the web application? Web server. I think this answer is web server. The which component of a computer is responsible for hosting and delivering browser with web browsers? Exactly. Web server, sorry. Web browser is concerned. So, which component, which tool is used to access and interact with the web applications? Mhm. Web browser. Okay. Everyone found it clear. Everyone answer if you understand. Just type clear. Clear. I just want if everyone understands, just type clear. Exactly right. So we understand the meaning. Oh, anyone knows this uniform? Okay. I need full attendance. Oh, like sorry. I need full attention on the screen. Everyone should stop commenting now, and you will say like, please concentrate on the screen because this is the most important topic. Like everything you can know about a URL from here. Okay. So anatomy of a URL. Uniform resource locator. This is the uniform resource locator. Like you can see, HTTP is the scheme itself. User is the user password. Like you will not see the password here. It's just the user's name. Host or domain name is here. Like after the at the rate. Like here is only host name because there was no user password. Port number 80. Like here is not mentioned because it's obvious. View room ID. This is a path. Like after this is a path. At ID equal to 1, query string, and this is the fragment. You don't need to exactly learn these things. You just need to know about them. Like no word is new to you. Okay? Clear. Exactly clear. So scheme. Scheme is a protocol used to access the website. The most common are HTTP and HTTPS. Like 99% these are used. Ah, I also got a good comment. Nice, na? Yeah. URL is like an address to your home. Analogy. This is exactly what URL I understand about. Nice, nice, nice. So let's go breakdown of this every field. Scheme is the protocol used to access the website. The most common ports are HTTP and HTTPS. HTTPS is more secure because it encrypts the connection. From the name itself, it's clear. Like HTTPS secures the connections. Other scheme names, Sumit, you never need to interact with them. Like they are not even used in the today's era. I also don't know the names because like the market share is above 99% for HTTP and HTTPS itself. This also has SSL certificate, not URL. Some URLs can also need when you are in user login page now. SSL, I was. Uh, some URLs can include the user login detail, usually a username for sites and require authentication. This happen mostly in URLs that need credential to access the certain resource. Because any resource I am connected here doesn't need my username authentication, I am easily able to access them. Haida Petro, I want to explain the point. Just because it's HTTP, it doesn't mean it's vulnerable. It means it's some way you able to get that connection data from Wireshark or any another thing. You can easily read that thing which is moving. You will easily able to understand the get post request. Host name. The host or domain is the most important part of the URL because it tells you which website you are tracking. Like tryhackme.com. I'm tracking the tryhackme.com. Port number like it simply range from 2 ki power 65,595. The most common HTTP port. Does anyone knows? I want to tell you anything. Anyone knows here? Like these are only default port. You can easily change the port numbers. Like you can easily change the port number of HTTP from HTTP to 80 to 94 or any other port. Okay, nice, 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 nice. You can easily change the port numbers. Like the from the server part, you can easily change the port numbers. Hi. Okay. Path is a file specific range. Like it's like the simple folders connected. Like if I have code here, like when you make the website, na there is some files in between the files. These are the path. Okay. Okay. Nice. चल रहा है यहाँ पे कुछ. Change itself. A community group. Just wait a second. I also know about it. Just wait for a second. I will share the new community group here. I think it's important. Yes, it will be shared in 2 to 3 minutes in your chat. Let's move on to the next topic. Everyone should concentrate on the screen. Stop typing the random doubts. Query string attendance will be shared at the end. The query string is a part of the URL that stands with the question mark. It's often used for the things like search terms or the basic input field. Like if you search anything on this now, like if I go, I will search here anything. Might not be visible here because it's they have changed. Yeah, yeah, you can see question number. This part, the ID string, the query part. Okay, you can see there is some sort of query part here. Okay, okay, I will zoom it. Array, but you can't zoom in the URL. Sorry, you can't zoom the URL part. But I hope everyone can see here. Like there is a query part, the page one at the rate. Like you can, I will paste here. I just pasted it here. Like this thing, I searched for the one and the thing itself showed in the query part. Okay, I will hide it. I don't want to disturb everyone. So nice. Something like, yep. So we have seen this thing at the rate at ID hashtag task. So we will learn about the port number we know, the query string we understand, the fragment starts with a hashtag symbol and helps to point to the specific section of the web page, like jumping directly to a particular heading or table. User can modify these too. So like query string, it is important to check and clean up any data injection attacks. Oh, sorry, I will go. Anyone mention out some injection attacks? What are injection attack? And anyone here who mentions the types of injection attacks, I will pin the comment. Yeah, Akash Rawat, exactly the SQL injection, and there is one more type of injection I taught in the class. The cross-site scripting with the injection attack. Cross-site scripting is also an injection attack. SQL injection exactly. Yep, XSS. Nice. So let's answer this question. I want everyone to answer the question in the screen above and type the answer here. Which protocol provided encrypted communication to ensure the main keyword here is encrypted? Encrypted communication to ensure the secure data transmission between the web browser and the web servers. What is the answer? Exactly, HTTPS. Right. Which term describes the practice of registering domain names that are misspelled variation of popular website to exploit users' error and potentially engage in the fraudulent activities? Any answers for it? Any answers here? Let's see. This is a little bit tricky question. Let's see who answers this question. Yeah. The answer, yes. No one answered this. Type squatting. I don't think so. Type squatting is the answer. Let's see. For the meantime, we answer this question. Which part of the URL is used to pass the additional information such as the search terms or the so. Uh, this is called typosquatting. Like host and domain partner tricks people to phishing attacks. Typosquatting. I will explain the typosquatting. Simply, there is one website name as just assume it's like just.com. So there are many words like in different languages. J there is some letter which seem like J but it's not J. These kinds of things are used in phishing. Nice, everyone. Is it clear? Okay. Nice. Which part of the URL is used to pass additional information such as the search terms for the input? Uh, what is the answer for this? Answer is this. Query strings. I think also the answer is this. Yep. Query strings. The simple. Ah. Yeah. Query strings. Okay, so let's understand the HTTP message. HTTP message are the packets of data exchanged between the user and the clients and the web servers. These messages are very important for understanding how web application works and because they show how user requests the server responses to communication. Let's move on to next topic. Everyone understand this topic, HTTP messages. HTTP messages are packets of data exchanged between a user and the client and the web server. These messages are very important to understand, like simply get and posting. So there is one type of HTTP request and there was HTTP response sent by user to trigger an action or I send a request. I typed here one. So I send an HTTP request. I posted a request. HTTP response. The answer behind it. Like you can see this website. This is the post request. Sorry, request. This is the response. Like I these are the default information username I asked for, and this is the message they I got. Login successful and this. Okay. Let's move on to the next topic. Uh, I will think of going to start line. Just like these are the some topics I think you can skip it. Like this is the pure theory part. Like I don't think this is important. Okay, yeah, I will explain them. I think this is important. The start line is the introduction of the message, tells what kind of message is being sent, whether it is a request or response from the server. This line also gives the important detail about the message it should be handled. Post request, HTTP response. Like this is the post request, like a request is a posting. We posted something, we requested something, we get a response in something. Get request. Okay, like this person said the username this and this posted, and the answer requires request successful and success. Okay, clear. What do you mean by get and post request? Everything is clear about it. Nice, nice, nice. Everything is clear, 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 clear. Nice energy. The headers, let's know about it. The headers are made of key value pair. Anyone who heard about the key value pair, who knows the where these terms were used, that provide an extra information about the HTTP message. They give the instruction to the both client and the server handling the request or response. These header covers all sort of things like security, content types, and more. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Chand Praveen, exactly. You heard this about the key and value pair in Python in the dictionary topic. Python, Python, Python. Yeah, yeah, I will explain, Anshu. I will explain. So the key value pair is like the you want to search something, you go to the this index and this value, like this folder number and the folder inside that image. This is the key value pair, like dictionary. Apples, banana. Sorry, fruits, apple. Uh, car, engine. These are the key value pairs in the dictionary. Empty lines. Headers are the made of the key value pairs. We understand like these things. Empty line. The empty line is a little divider that separates the header from the body. It's essential because it shows where the header stops and like it is the simple header part. So I think this much information basics about the web browser, its modes. Okay, 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 okay. So let's. I think we should upgrade our lecture. डायनेमो डीबी नहीं होता, मोंगो डीबी होता. Just wait for a second. I was searching about some module. अरे ये तो पास है ना. Okay, I am going to. Okay, I am going to pin the attendance first. Okay, okay. Let me pin the attendance here. Just sorry, I just was thinking about something. I will pin attendance here. Everyone, wait. I will turn off the screen for a few seconds and then paste the attendance. Just wait for some time, like 1 or 2 minutes. I will paste the data. Everyone be attentive. Like they know someone has left the lecture, so they should mark the attendance here. Only that certificate will given to all who completed the project, which I will give at the last day, and the have 5 out of 5 attendance. I am pasting attendance. Just wait for a second. Just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. I am just getting the link. Mhm. Sorry यार, just wait करिए. Okay. I am back. Notes will be shared in the community after half an hour of the lecture. Okay. I am pinning that attendance for some time. Sorry. I just pinned something else. Attendance is shown here. Nice, everyone. Okay. Let's go with the web browser thing. Information gathering web browser. So everyone knows uses a different program on our computer. Generally speaking, programs runs on our computer using our computer processing power and storage. Moreover, to use a program, we need to install it first. But if we can use any program without installation, the best example I will give you is a game. Like a simple game can run on their web browser without installing, just pure sharing of data. Like this game. I will not play it. So from here, you can understand how much important the application is. The web application is like a program that we can use without installation as long as we have modern standard web browsers such as Firefox, Safari, and Chrome. Why this is here? Because in the earlier web browser they were made for the static websites. Anyone knows what our static websites are? Static websites are those websites in which we can't interact that much. I have marked the attendance now. I have attendance. I am pasting it once more. Okay. Okay. Everyone should be focusing on the screen. What are web browser applications? Like these things might be seen boring, but in reality, these are the most basic thing you will know about the security part. I will explain everything based on the first lecture. Thousands or more. Here you can give millions of examples like Tontula, Outlook, Gmail, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Google Drive, Zoho, AliExpress, Amazon.com. These are all programs which can be run without even installing them on your local PC. So, is it clear? हाँ, सर्टिफिकेट के लिए प्रोजेक्ट करना होगा. Thousands or more example you can give it. The idea of web application is that program running a remote server. A server refers to a computer program running continuous to serve the client. Like it's the waiter, the server. In this case, the server will run a specific type of program that can be easily accessed by the web browser. Consider an online shopping application. The web application will read the data from the products and consider the details from the database server. And the database is used to information in the organized way, example including information about the product customer. Like there should be some structure in the database so can we easily identify these three things. A database server is the response for many functions including reading, searching, writing databases, and the online shopping web application and all that things. Okay, the product database, design detail containing about the product, customer database, customer data, sales database, the database that are the paid databases. We can already see the amount of information stored in the online shopping. Okay. At last, I will please wait till last. At last 5 minutes, I will tell you the awesome thing, like the awesome web application that can tell you if your data was breached or not from the database. Okay, just wait till end. I will tell you something. Like it's a very very important thing. You can easily know your security was breached or not. Screen कैसे चलेगी? Oh, just wait for a second. Yep. Okay. So we have to like this is the whole. I will explain everything. This is our PC. This is our online shopping web application. We search an item. We go to the product database, the customer database, and the sales database. Like three different databases are there, and they will answer on our response and request. The whole things work like this. These are the databases. Like any structure can be followed. This can be the SQL databases, the MongoDB part, or anything. Okay. Why do you need access a web application? What do you need to access a web application? Anyone answer this question? The session is about to end in just 10 minutes. Anyone knows the answer about it? Browser. Exactly. Let's see. ये छोटा है मेरा. Okay. Browser. Oh, you will know why I was explaining that boring URL part. Let's say the user want to buy an item, the online shopping. There is a certain step they will expected to able to do with the application. The most straightforward answer is the online order might be goes as log into website, search for product, add the product into shopping cart, specifically the shipping address, provide payment details. There is the most common attacks against web application, considering the following: login into the page. Like every stack has some attack, some sort of attack. The attacker then try to discover the password by trying many words, like the brute force. Like the attacker will use a long password automated tool to test them against the login page. Search for product. Attacker can attempt to breach the system by adding specific character and code to search items. SQL injection. This is what the SQL injection really means. Provide payment detail. Attacker could check if the payment details are set in clear text or the weak encryption, like HTTPS part. Okay? The HTTPS is here. Like someone is sending the customer a clear text or the weak encryption. Like if the weak encryption was takes like uh, move it by 14 or change the two orders, reverse the string. These are the strong, weak encryptions. Like the more better encryption are the SHA-256, MDM5 and much more. Oh, SMTP concept. So these are the weak username like freedom, ZIT, ZI. Anyone who knows, this is very easy to crack. Okay. So the lecture is about to end. So the best website I was telling to check if you have been pawned or not is I have been pawned. Like this is the most I will say. You will put your email address here. Attendance I am giving it again. Like this is the fifth time I am showing the attendance. Yeah. How can we do the SQL injection? I will told you in the above lecture, upcoming lecture. Attendance link is shared. Everyone can Google it, and project link will be shared at the last day. It's no benefit. So, have I been pawned is the best so the lecture is about the end. I will explain this part in the next lecture. Like everyone should read it about it. The web application security. Thank you, Harsh Kumar. Okay, the lecture is about to end. Any doubts related to the lecture? The website will tell you if your data was breached or not. Like there is some information leaked or not about your data. Okay. Okay, everyone. Goodbye for the today's lecture. I will be present at next lecture. Be present. Be available on at 7 p.m. sharp. Yeah, shared will be not. And anyone who missed the lecture can easily go through the lecture because there is a recorded link here. And I will share the notes in 1 hour. Okay, goodbye.